Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our own spend $15 on your starting five. I can't remember where I got my version of this, but I went ahead and just modified it, put a little bit more current, usable things in here. Just got this one, and we're going to go ahead and we have $15. And when it comes down to defense, I think we'll just use the team. Like, that'll be the base roster we use, and then we add these players. So first things first, we have to select our quarterback. I'm heavily considering Jordan Love and then just getting him the best weapons and a really good team around him. But then I was thinking about it. I was like, well, would you rather have a very good quarterback with some perhaps great role players slash a star player? You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick $5. That's Patrick Mahomes for my quarterback. That will be my quarterback of choice, is the $5 that Patrick Mahomes brings to the table. I can't help but realize the players down the board are probably a little bit more meaningful. So that being said, I'm going to take DeAndre Swift at the $1 spot for my running back. Call me crazy, I know. Hear me out. I like to save my money, and I'm doing that here with DeAndre Swift. I've already spent $6. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes at $5, DeAndre Swift at $1. Now, I want to bring the total up to $9. We spent $6. Now I'm going to make it $9 with Jalen Waddle. We add a stud, speedy Tyreek Hill teammate sort of player with Patrick Mahomes, and we have DeAndre Swift, who's not going to play. Obviously, Justin Jefferson and Patrick Mahomes would be impossible to stop, but I have a better game plan. Kyle Pitts at the $2 spot gives me $11, leaving me the $4 to spare. That'll be for the Broncos team. So the team will look like Patrick Mahomes, DeAndre Swift, Jalen Waddle, Kyle Pitts, and the Broncos roster. And here we are 10 minutes later with the roster in and ready to go. We got good tackles, so I'm glad with this team selection. Actually, I'm really happy with this, and I thought it was unfair to keep Javonte Williams considering he was a higher overall than DeAndre Swift, so I ditched the 0 and got with the heroes. Let's go. Cortland Sutton, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, obviously Marvin Mims will come in. I want him to be my wide receiver 3. I don't like Cortland Sutton. He's nothing special in my opinion. I know some of you guys are gonna have something to say about that, but don't worry about it. All right, and then we got some obvious older guys on this defense. Singleton's like 28 or 29. Frank Clark's aging. Randy Gregory, that guy's old. Kareem Jackson, I started off saying that. I think Quan Williams is also very old. Yep, 30. Oh, God. Yeah, this man is just a wee bit too old to be playing that corner 2 spot. So we'll look to build the team as we go on and make this team work with the players we have. This team's not bad, though. I'm not saying it's bad, and I want Browning playing over Clark. So got a lot to go around. Obviously, a lot to go over as well, as Sanders could be a rush right end along with sub linebacker. That's what makes him so good. He's such a good blitzing linebacker. I'm pretty sure a former edge rusher. So we got an interesting team around us, but the biggest thing here is obviously on the offense, Patrick Mahomes under center with Kyle Pitts and Jalen Waddles as weapons. Jalen Waddle as weapons. What am I talking about? I'm going to change the playbook, and let's start the simulating. Falling apart right in front of your eyes. Kansas City's Andy Reid, and then we'll do the same thing here. Go 3-4 Storm. I like the base 3-4. It says our team works really well with it anyways, so we'll just do that. Vertical power run. I want to do a spread offense. I want to make sure that Patrick Mahomes really can get going, but that says that we need... Okay, whatever. We'll do this. We'll do this right here. This works. That works. Actually, forget simulating. Let's hop in and play this bitch. And Patrick Mahomes wearing number 7 just doesn't look right, but we'll have a week 1 matchup against the Raiders here. And is that O'Connell? He ready to suit up? And look at old McDaniels. Look at him go. Garapa goat trying to get all these boys riled up. And then, yeah, what a day to come and play, though. Raining. Whip-de-doo. And obviously, no one cares about defense, all right? It's all about the offense. With Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Waddle, DeAndre Swift, Kyle Pitts. Who doesn't love that? And we'll go to the new Bronco, Kyle Pitts and Patrick Mahomes hooking up for their first Denver Bronco catch, play, and everything like that. So, good to see. We'll roll out. Let's go underneath to Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, he's not one of our players. Of course he's gonna drop it. Let's go Jalen Waddle on the inside, making a nice catch up the seam. Of course he's gonna do that. He's just so good. We're gonna hope that this is man coverage, and if it is, it's not. But if it was going to be, then it was gonna be good. But honestly, don't worry about it. Let's see what our $1 running back can do. Up the gut. That's exactly what a $1 running back should do. 3rd and 3 in a good position to... Wow, what a hold on there from Marvin Mims. Good job holding on to that one. Speed option. You're joking. This looks sick. I don't know how to run it. I was pressing R1. It's L1, by the way, in case you guys are curious. Max Crosby is, you know, whatever. Oh, this one's gonna be picked off. I thought Patrick Mahomes was good. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was good. So I tried to yeet that one up to, can't believe I just said yeet, by the way, up to Jalen Waddle. Didn't work out. We'll be headed into the fourth quarter here in just a minute, and it's a 1-point game. Never mind. As I say that, they go up 5, and they win. Actually, the first game that all of the new $15 team is connected, they actually lose. Don't worry, it'll make them stronger in the long run. We'll see how this team can do throughout the season, though. We'll go to mid-season, see how this team's doing, see how we're looking. 5-2 at the mid-season mark is not bad at all. Patrick Mahomes, 1,600, almost 1,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, one of them thrown by yours truly. DeAndre Swift's actually not that bad. 4.2 per carry is a lot better than I thought for a $1 running back. Obviously, he's not actually $1. He's still really good. 81 overall in the game isn't horrible, with 7 touchdowns also. Getting our money's worth, but getting our money's worth is what we're talking about. Jalen Waddle is carving defenses up right now for 18 yards per reception. That's insane. Kyle Pitts getting quite some use here. He's not looking like insane, but Marvin Mims though, wow, he's pushing numbers as well, more than Jerry Jeudy. 2 times the catches. Holy moly. Yeah, that's right. You just heard holy moly come out of my mouth. That's right. Headed to the playoffs. 13-4, not good enough to get the number 1 seed. I'm actually curious where we play. This would probably be like the number 2. Number 3. I don't know why it took me so long to find that. I'm an idiot or something like that. Sorry guys, I've had a lot of caffeine. If this is unenjoyable and cringy to watch, my bad. But you clicked on the video and that's what's important. We'll head to the next week, see if we can beat the Los Angeles Chargers while we're at home, and we can. Wow, amazing. What a game this is. Almost forgot to check stats. 4,600 yards for Patrick Mahomes, 39 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, MVP type stuff, and DeAndre Swift wasn't bad at all. 24 touchdowns. That's a lot of touchdowns, if you guys didn't know, obviously. Jalen Waddle up over 1,500 yards, 19 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts close to 1,000, but Marvin Mims, most importantly, at 1,000 and exactly only 90 catches, gets up to that 1,000-yard mark on only 5 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts was used a lot in this offense, so good for the team. We look really good right now. Let's make sure we can keep that ball rolling. We'll head to next season. I don't know, I'll probably do like 3 seasons or something that actually, like, you know, it like shit, I forgot I have to do the off season. Bummer. So you see we have negative $34 million in cap space, and we need to accept Jalen Waddle's option. We need to accept Kyle Pitts' option and Patrick Surtain. So we might actually just do 2 seasons of this, considering we have no money. We are broke. What are we gonna do? I guess we did bring on, you know, Patrick Mahomes, Kyle Pitts, DeAndre Swift, you know, all the expensive guys. I forgot about money. Probably need to turn salary cap off, but we'll learn in that. We'll learn that now and use it in the future. We won't implement it, you know, quite at this moment. So we'll go ahead and just simulate through the preseason. I'm not really concerned about that. We'll see what the final roster comes out to be like for year 2. This is the serious year. This is the year where we got to get shit done, because most likely going to be the last year because my dumbass not putting salary cap off, and I could do that still, just don't want to. Jalen Waddle up to superstar X Factor really takes control of this team. I mean, we'll have to do generate best lineup. I forgot that's the thing. So offensive line got severely worse. I don't think it matters though. We have Patrick frickin' Mahomes. Defensively though, yeah, okay. A few things to go around. We need a safety, that's for sure. Riley Moss is going to be stepping up and playing that. So I'm going to make sure that happens, and we'll play Mathis over Moss. So we've got a few things that have changed, but overall, still kind of happy with where the team's at, all things considered. So we'll see how this $15 squad can do in year numero dos in simulation, and if we make the playoffs, I will hop in and do my best to bring this team to success. Obviously, we can go to the running back spot and see no more DeAndre Swift. That's kind of a bummer, but wide receivers, not what I'm here to just mix around the depth chart, do the things that I want to do to this team, and that is mostly make Jalen Waddle the most broken thing in the game. Off to mid-season we go. Let's wrap this season up. Let's clinch playoffs at the midseason. I'm pretty sure that's impossible. We need a lot to go our way. This is the opposite of clinching playoffs in the first half of the season. We go 2-4. You know, most of the time I like to be better than 2-4 at the midseason point, but I feel like we can still work with it, especially with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. 1,800 yards, 14 touchdowns to only 1 interception, and Rudy Carrington is a big step down from what we saw from DeAndre Swift last year. Jalen Waddle and Jerry Jeudy finally putting up the numbers that he should, but Jalen Waddle just overall is insane. 17 yards per catch is nuts. 6 touchdowns at the midseason point. You know, it's not amazing or anything, but he's doing his job and he's being, like I said, the most broken player in all of the NFL, and that's all we could really hope for right now. And it's really our rushing offense and our defense that is just slacking so bad. And, you know, hopefully we can put it together in the second half, but I wouldn't bet on it, so this would be quite a letdown. Might have to turn salary cap off and bring all these boys back to run it back in year 3 in case we don't make the playoffs here. Maybe put a little bit of effort in this video. Yep, we finished 6-11. Patrick Mahomes still was electric. 46, almost 4,700 yards, 33 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Rushing, not good. Jalen Waddle was good. And Marvin Mims still somehow finished on top of Jerry Jeudy. Don't take that the wrong way. Just me scrolling down, trying to find the thing that says salary cap. Turn it off and let's get going. First thing we'll do is we'll simulate to the offseason and make all the re-signings we can and need to. See, now you might be thinking, well, it says $2.1 billion, right? Yes, it does. So what are we going to do? We're going to shower these boys in money. They are going to be just absolutely loaded with these contracts. We didn't even make a dent in our billions. Why? Because we're great. So we brought back literally everyone we can and needed to. I think that we still should have had more because we obviously accepted all those options. So I'm very curious what happened to the players that we should have been able to bring back, which would have been the Jalen Waddle, Pat Surtain, Kyle Pitts, that group. Yeah, the important group. We'll be going after Joel Bitonio despite having full, like, I literally wanted to give him $27 million and we're still under the Cardinals somehow. Wyatt Teller we're most likely not gonna get. Yeah, I didn't really think those ones through, but these ones we should get. Jedrick Wills, Eric Armstead, and Teron Johnson's the ones that really matter. And we'll go ahead and get all 3 of the ones that I said mattered, and we'll go look for the rest. And our 2 new recruits that we're trying to get is Reed Blankenship and Will Hernandez. I don't know why we're not showing up as their top offers, but we are their top offers. Reed Blankenship and Will Hernandez. So pretty weak class overall, but we'll have to deal with it. Done deal, a third. Bitonio, Mathis, and Wilson will be good to get our $1 running back, who's up to an 85 overall, by the way. DeAndre Swift back in Denver. Done deal, a first round this year, a second round this year, a first round next year, a second round next year, and a first round the year after that for Micah Parsons, by the way. Yeah, I'm going all in, if you guys couldn't tell. Done deal, Randy Gregory, Reed Blankenship are signing a third, second, third, fourth for Kyle Hamilton to play strong safety for us. I figured we'd have the best safety group in the league. So this is what the team looks like right now. Obviously, it's not great. I'm going to have to move Parsons back to left outside linebacker, Damone Clark into middle linebacker, and then we'll have Bond, I guess, will come in and play left end, and he's not even going to play too much because these 2 will be up the middle with Parsons and Browning off the edge. Drew Sanders and Damone Clark play in the middle of the field with these safeties. Patrick Surtain, Reynolds, Teron Johnson, and then we're going to go to the offensive side of the ball where the offensive line is okay, but our receiving core is nasty, in my opinion. I love this pairing. And then DeAndre Swift back. Obviously, we have Patrick Mahomes. And then, like I said, offense is fine, like the offensive line's fine. And then Kyle Pitts and Greg Dulcich. All right, so this will be the final team. It's kind of a spin-off of the $15 team that we built. It's significantly better than we've had, so we'll have to deal with it. This team looks fine. You guys are seeing basically everything, but I just situated the defense better. So Damone Clark will be middle linebacker, Parsons on the outside, and then we'll obviously have you know, this is how the line will be set up. Browning and Parsons off the edge, and then these 2 on the middle. And then we'll have these 2 at linebackers. So it should look good. We should be good. I'm going to switch to Dallas Cowboys playbook for defense as well. And with Micah Parsons in that system, he should rack up some nasty numbers as well. So we'll do that real quick. We ran into a little bit of a problem. Dallas playbook runs a 4-3, and I just constructed a defense for 3-4. It's not that big a deal. Like, we can still just go to a 4-3 team. It's not going to be the end of the world. I'm just going to do a base 4-3, and then we'll try to find the best, you know, for us. I want it to not be a run, though. I just want it to be kind of a spread. There we go. Okay, so this looks like a good one. Why are we... Okay, there we go. Jiminy Chrysler. Spread, base 4-3, and then I'll have to just redo the defense, I guess. So this is how the team will look. We'll have to bring Damone Clark up, and then we'll have to trade for another linebacker that plays like an inside linebacker, which would be a middle linebacker, and then we obviously had to move our outside linebackers down to our edges, and then Allen, who was an edge, or an end, goes into defensive tackle. So, I don't know. It's weird how it works. I'm sure some of you guys don't understand it, but we get past it, and we're just going to go trade for another linebacker, or maybe even look for one in free agency. It's not that big a deal. He's not going to play all that much. Done deal. We said a fifth, and a fourth, and Bond over for David Long from the Bears. I could have gone with TJ Edwards, but David Long I just like a little bit better. And we'll just simulate over the draft because, well, we traded all of our draft capital, so there's literally no point. These guys are like the same player. Oh my God, Eric Armstead and Zach Allen, 290 and 285 at both. I mean, 6'7" and 6'5" is a little different, but 86 tackling, 83 to 82 block shed, 68 finesse moves, and 79 power moves. They're literally the same player. And right here, we will look at the final look team. Will Hernandez finally advances up to a 76, so it looks better than a 75 in yellow. And Jalen Waddle, Patrick Mahomes, DeAndre Swift, Kyle Pitts. That was the base of this with the Broncos roster, aka the defense. And this is the defense now. Obviously, normal dev with Teron Johnson sucks where he is at CB2, but it's what it is. Can't really do much about it. I'm not going to raise Reynolds just to make the dev trait look better. Like, oh, it's still an 84 versus an 82 overall, so I'm just going to play our best players and hope for the best. So, team looks really good. Just for a one-off season. I mean, obviously, no salary cap means basically do whatever we want. So, we made this team a lot better. And I'm going to sim to the regular season, make sure everything goes flawlessly, make sure the right things are set, and then I'll see you guys at the midseason. So the Chiefs starting 6-0, kind of in our face. Broncos starting 4-2. If you guys weren't aware, we are the Broncos, and struggling quite a bit as Patrick Mahomes, what is that, 22nd in the NFL? Come on, Pat. Be better. 10 touchdowns to 1 interception is really good. Rushing. DeAndre Swift taking a little bit of a step back. Receiving. Waddle isn't even that special. Maybe I should put KC playbooks on for the rest of the offensive year, I guess. That would help. Micah Parsons still racking up quite a few numbers, but I'm going to look at the overall like points per game and stuff. So our offense is actually number 9. Our defense is number 2, which is good. But we haven't seen like a great amount of passing, and we haven't seen a great amount of rushing. We don't even have the best rushing game. So for the last, this might be a bad idea changing playbooks, but I'm going to do it regardless. Why? Because I'm him. So we're going to go to the KC, and we're going to keep it on spread, and we're going to hope everything kind of just solves itself out, and we should be all better. Everything should be okay. We should be doing just fine. I'm debating whether or not to play a game here, but I'm confident. I'm confident we make it into the playoffs, and I'll play in the game there. And what did I tell you? 13-4. We make the playoffs, and we'll see. Patrick Mahomes ends 3rd in the league in passing after being 22nd at the midseason. Come on now. Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. DeAndre Swift isn't. That's bottom line. He was not good. So 16 touchdowns is so cool, but not good. Jalen Waddle went for nearly 1,500. Well, more towards the 1,400 marker, but we'll stick that. Kyle Pitts, 87 catches, 980 yards, 11 touchdowns. What a successful season for him. Marvin Mims got a lot of playing time and did well with it. A little bit better than Jerry Jeudy did with his. Defensively, Drew Sanders, 144 tackles is insane. 20 TFLs for Zach Allen, and look at the sack production. Gotta love that. Over here, Micah Parsons with 20, Eric Armstead with 11, Baron Browning with 11, and Zach Allen with 4.5 is amazing. David Long with 4 interceptions, 3 for Taryn, 3 for Satan, 2 for Kyle Ham. These playbooks are overpowered. At Mile High Field, Empower Field, whatever it is. At Mile High, whatever it is. Super Wildcard Weekend, baby. Let's go. We're gonna jump forward to the end of the game, and if things get out of control, which I highly doubt it, as the Pittsburgh puts up 3. The Pittsburgh Steelers put up 3, put up another 3, and we'll try to do something at least. We put up 10-9. Been a very defensive game thus far. They're up 15 or 16-13. I don't know what I was going on there, but we're gonna try to knock down as much clock as we can. Make sure we emphasize that L in there. That could have been bad. DeAndre Swift up the gut, gets a few yards, 11 rushes. Been severely underused in this one thus far, so we'll see what we can do. I don't know. I'll come out in the pass formation, but wait, I didn't. I accidentally pressed the wrong thing then. Well, we'll come out on a run, and we'll try to run as, who was that, 74? Who the hell is that getting in my way? Like, literally stepped right in the way. Right in the run lane. Right in the gap. What we'll do is almost get sacked. Patrick Mahomes isn't that great gameplay-wise. Obviously, you want him to be so good under pressure. You want him to be a 99 overall. It's kind of like he's a 99 overall in the game. He doesn't play like it, I'll tell you that much, especially under pressure. He hasn't been all that great. So we're going to try to outrun TJ Watt. We can't. We'll have to tie this one? Do we even have the kicker for that? Who would be the kicker in this one? Oh, they're going to tell us to punt. I'm not comfortable with that. And look at that. I just simulated like way too fast. I think there was a turnover of some sort. It is. The first turnover of the game. Pittsburgh chokes as we'll try to get outside with DeAndre Swift. Like I said, we just got to tick this clock up in a way here. And we'll be well on our way. We do still have to score a touchdown, though. That's a underrated part of football. Touchdowns. Who needs touchdowns? We'll go for Jalen Waddle in the end zone. It's too easy. Might have scored a little too fast even. Overturned. That was overturned. You know what? We're all in. We are all in. You know what that means? We are going to go for the 4th and 8. What are you, crazy? Maybe a little bit, but I have high amounts of confidence in this team doing something here. As we'll try and score. We'll run towards TJ Watt, and nobody's actually running the route they're supposed to, by the way. Jerry Jeudy should have been 9 yards across the field. He wasn't. Najee will probably go for a touchdown. Not quite, but this one's game over. So this one sucks. We lose 16-13 to a quarterback that only threw 188 yards. Whatever it was. Yeah, 188. And Patrick Mahomes, like, that's so stupid. You look at that last play. It wasn't going to be an interception. Like, we had routes going across the field to the side that I rolled out on because I thought we'd have options. Obviously, we didn't. And at the end of the day, the game sucks, and I'm just going to pin it on that. Kyle Pitts had a huge day, though. Good for him. But that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to consider leaving a like and go down and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It's a Ian guarantee. You can go back and watch any of my last content, past content, whatever you guys want to say, and go watch it. It's a guarantee that you will enjoy it. It's weird, but it's a thing. Trust me. Go do it. I promise. It's a guarantee. And that'll be all for me. Thank you guys for watching. See ya. Deuces.